Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Deep True Crime, where we explore those current cases and many time past cases to help you be aware of what could go wrong out there. I'm Manny Rodriguez. Thank you for joining me this morning. And of course, there's never a good story, right? This is a deep true crime story. There's never a good story. And today I have another one of those not so good stories, one of those terrible ones. As someone who uses social media for my business, for someone who is looking to attract that following that is interested in what I have to offer, today is a doozy. TikTok star, someone very well known, allegedly killed his wife and a friend. And allegedly because he did say not guilty. But right now, it's not looking good for him. And that's why I'm reporting on it. If there ever seems like there's a lot of doubt, I'm not going to report on it. Because I like to dive deep into these true crime stories to let you know this is what could go wrong in your world. Be careful. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That way you get updated when I do upload content. Thank you for joining me this morning. So today is TikTok star. This guy, known on TikTok as Jin Kid, has 170,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And as you can see, 957,000, almost a million followers on TikTok. Now, in all fairness, a lot of these followers are coming in after this story. But he already had 930. He probably got 20,000 followers, something along those lines. And since this whole thing happened, you can see he's got 12 million likes on his videos. And I didn't really go deep into his channel, but I can tell he does a lot of Tony Montana stuff. You know, Tony Montana from Scarface. He does 6ix9ine, the rapper. He does different people. So I will give it to him. Great talent. Great talent. But apparently he let jealousy get in his way because his wife wanted to leave him because he apparently was an abusive guy. It was an abusive guy, and his wife wanted to divorce because he pushed her. He pushed her and kind of hurt her a little bit. And I mean, that's never a good sign, period. And so now he is in prison, or should I say in jail. He has pleaded not guilty. But why am I reporting this? Because it does not look good for this guy. Okay? So Ali Abulaban, 29 years old. He's only 29 years old, young guy, had a lot of life to live, but he let jealousy get in his way. And he killed his wife, Anna Abulaban, rest in peace, Anna Abulaban, and killed one of her friends, someone she was hanging out with. And so that's where it's like it gets sad on this whole thing. Now, there's no proof she was cheating, but they were separated. So they were still married. So that is technically probably, if she was seeing someone, that might still be tied to cheating. But she was separated from this guy. Do that, right? That's what makes this so terrible on so many ways. And so now he's accused of killing his newly estranged wife and her male friend in San Diego in the high-rise that they lived in. And I believe they lived together in this high-rise. And so now we wait to see as more comes out. But rest in peace, Anna. This is Anna and Ali together. Ali, obviously, on the right, and Anna is the wife. And so this is where it's like, okay, why did you do this, dude? Why did you do this? Here he is in court where he was saying he was not guilty. But I'm going to tell you, it ain't looking good for this guy. They even had camera footage of him leaving the scene of the crime. a neighbor had like that Ring doorbell, and they spotted him leaving the scene of the crime. Now, again, he has pleaded not guilty, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So let me get into the story a little more for you. And so he is facing first-degree murder charges, and he's being held without bail, because generally when it really does not look good for you, you're not getting bail. And if he is convicted, he could face the death penalty. And he's known as Gin Kid on TikTok. I showed you his profile. And so he even met with his cousin a few days before the killings. And, you know, his cousin Marinari, he shared some of this, like literally. He even shared that Ali pulled out a bag of cocaine. So it looks like he might be into that stuff too. And Marinari, he said to him, "You're going to get us all in trouble." He's like, and this is what Ali was like. He's like, "I'm Gin Kid. You know, nobody can touch me because I'm Gin Kid." That's according to his first cousin, flesh and blood, right? They're related. So that's his first cousin by blood. And Marinari, he told the station that Anna's social life flourished after the couple moved to San Diego in February, and he didn't think that the husband Ali liked that her social life was really growing and flourishing. And he said, the cousin said, "I think he became extremely jealous of that, extremely jealous and furious." Now, Anna, she's a very pretty girl, you know, so if he went out and cheated on her, and that's what broke the trust in the marriage, he started that whole thing. He started that whole thing. So if he was so jealous of losing her, why would he even risk it? Right? So, you know, he said that Anna's friends didn't want to spend time around, you know, Ali. Maybe he was too full of himself, right? Because he's becoming a well-known, he's a good-looking dude too, you know, but he should have, especially considering that his TikTok was taken off tremendously. I mean, that's a big deal. And so he became super jealous because his wife was going out with friends and he wasn't involved with that. And he, according to the cousin, wanted to control her. He wanted to know what she was doing every time of the day. And so prosecutors are saying that Anna asked Ali to leave their apartment on October 18th. That's what they're saying. Now, the cousin, he's saying that Ali thought the separation was temporary, that they would get back together. According to the cousin, he was in denial about it. He thought they were going to get back together. And so, according to prosecutors, Ali, he returned to the apartment last Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Today's Friday, so not yesterday, the week before. And he said, and according to prosecutors, he returned to the apartment last week, a week and a half ago, and installed an app on his daughter's iPad. They have a 5-year-old daughter together, and he installed an app on the iPad that allowed him to listen in on conversations. Wow, right? So he's obviously a little, he was already spying on her. He was tracking her. He was following her. He was stalking her, basically. And prosecutors said he shot and killed his wife and her friend Barron, rest in peace Barron, in the apartment later that day after listening to her speak with a man. So he heard her and then he went over there. And so, of course, now it didn't look good for the husband. But that video evidence of him leaving the apartment is damning evidence. Damning evidence. And, you know, if you think about this, these two, they became kind of that favorite couple on TikTok. You know, they even said, there was even a video where that perfect, right? It was like that they had that perfect relationship that nothing could be broken, and you can see them having fun, but it looks like it was a little more deeper than that. Okay? Because even though they were TikTok's favorite, kind of their favorite couple, sometimes it does not go very smooth. Like my streaming. I hope my streaming is coming in smooth. YouTube is telling me not receiving enough video. So hopefully this thing is staying smooth for you guys. And if not, my apologies on that. And so even though they were this perfect couple, you know how this goes on social media. You heard me report on the Petito, right? The Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie. On social media, they look like the perfect relationship. But behind doors, there was a lot of stuff. The body cam footage showed it, and then he ends up killing her. Then he ends up killing himself. Well, you know what? Social media can be deceiving for these so-called relationships, right? And so, on social media, they seem happy, dancing to music and, documenting heartwarming moments with their 5-year-old daughter. But it wasn't as smooth as it looked. That's what makes this so heartbreaking, because social media can be so deceiving. Now, truth is, what relationship, marriage does not have a little hiccup here and there? You're around the same person all the time. You're going to clash sometime. But it should never, ever lead to hurting a person. Ever. I don't think it should. I literally don't think it should. And so, fans were loving them. They were, to them, it was that perfect drama-free relationship until Anna was found dead on October 21st. So it has been a little bit, but I definitely wanted to report on it because this is in the news and it's definitely true. He's in the San Diego Central Jail and he's booked on 2 counts of murder. And, according to prosecutors, they're saying Ali was nothing like his cool and collected online persona. They say that he was controlling, emotionally abusive, and even installed a listening device on the daughter's tablet, which is not good, in order to spy on his wife, who was in the process of ending the marriage. And so after confessing to the detectives, he pleaded not guilty. First he confessed to his wife. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Anna. Rest in peace. He confessed to his mother. He even told his daughter, his 5-year-old daughter, Daddy hurt Mommy. He said that. That's not good if when your 5-year-old is saying that Daddy said this to me. Why else would she ever even think of saying such a thing, right? But he did allegedly confess to the detectives. Why change your plea now? Because he said that to his mother, his daughter, detectives. My guess is this won't go too far into trial. And if it does, it probably won't be on trial too long anyway. But that's what we have at this time. That. And so now, fans are wondering, what happened? What happened? What they failed to see while watching these videos, what happened? They look so friggin' happy together. But when you think about all this stuff, when you think about all of this, his videos were getting so many views. On average, easily over 6 figures, well into the 6 figures. I don't know if any of them reviews, but my gosh, it's hard to find one that is less than 100,000 views, which is quite a bit. One of his most recent ones. Now, granted, since this came to light, of course, more people want to know what's his channel about, since they're hearing that he's a TikTok star, right? And so since they're hearing that, of course, they want to know more. They want to know, who is this guy? This is the San Diego high-rise building that this occurred in. And, he went up there and apparently shot them both in the head. They got to find this weapon of what happened to this. And this is where it gets sad for these domestic incidents. This fake book, where we act like life is so beautiful on the inside, but it's really not, right? It's really not beautiful on the inside. Something is slowing my video down when I open this up. And so this is where it's like it gets hard because of all of this. And you want to know, like, okay, why did this happen? But this is how this domestic violence goes. You don't know the pain someone's going through. You don't know the problems that they're going through on the inside. And then something so heinous happens. And then we're all left like, how did this happen? Trust what you see on social media. According to one domestic abuse survivor, and what's really going on. She says, did I lose my stream here? She says, see, it looks like let's see. Oh man, I think I'm frozen. My apologies, the streaming is not going too well. I'm going to have to close that page out because I think that's what's slowing me up. And, she says there's a stereotype that abusers are lower class tough guys, but that's not always true. According to her, abusers are the guy next door and the people you trust, right? And the fact that they can act calm, cool, and self-confident in public is no different than most abusers. And that's where it's like, that's how you gain the trust of people, right? That's how you gain the trust. And even though they can remain calm, you got to know what could possibly go bad about this. You got this beautiful couple. He allegedly probably let his anger get the best of him and did something that hurt her. And she said, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. And so now they're done, and done in worse ways. Because then he got so jealous about her living her own life, and now he's charged with double murder in the deaths of his estranged wife, Anna Abulaban, rest in peace, Anna, and another man. And, Barron, the other man, he had nothing to do with this, right? Now, granted, they were just hanging out. He didn't even catch them doing anything. They were just hanging out. But he started getting so jealous because his wife was going out with friends. And, and he let that get the best of him. And so we wait to find out, like, okay, why did this have to happen? You know what? It didn't have to happen. That's the problem. It didn't have to happen, did it? You just wish it didn't happen, though, right? You just wish it didn't happen. And so now he is in jail, and Rayburn Barron, rest in peace, Rayburn Barron, rest in peace, Anna. And, the prosecutors, they're saying that Anna accused her husband of domestic violence just weeks before her death. I'm sorry if my stream is not coming in too great. I don't know what's going on this morning. I didn't restart it. I need to start doing that. And if I have to redo it, I'll just redo it, right? So she was taken, according to prosecutors, she was already taking steps to end the marriage before her death, which is also what leads down this road, right? He's like, he doesn't want to lose her, obviously. I mean, they seemed happy even in this picture. They seemed happy even in this picture. And so, Anna, she wanted to file a restraining order against her husband, and she was filing for divorce. And Anna, she asked Ali to move out of their apartment on October 18th, 3 days before she was killed. And he checked into a hotel in Mission Beach, and he made a copy of their San Diego apartment key, and he kept the key. And so, and he installed a listening device in the apartment on the daughter's iPad, and he accused his wife of cheating. That's according to what the prosecutors are saying about this whole story. And so Ali, he returned to the San Diego apartment on the morning of October 21st. And he trashed it. He messed it all up. And then he also installed a listening app on his daughter's iPad, as I shared earlier. And hours later, according to the prosecutors, Ali returned to the apartment with a loaded gun after hearing his wife talking and laughing with a man who we now know as Rayburn Barron. Rest in peace, Rayburn. And according to the district attorney, the prosecuting attorney, he's saying that Ali thought Anna was cheating on him, but that investigators believed that Barron was just a friend. Even if he was, she doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve this. And so, they're saying that Barron, he was shot in the neck, cheek, and back. And Anna was just shot once in the head. So you can see the anger towards the man. 3 shots. And so then he was recorded on a neighbor's camera leaving the apartment. And as I mentioned, he confessed to his mother and picked up his daughter from school shortly after the shooting. That's where we don't know more about that. But after the shooting, he drove to his daughter's school to pick her up. And he told her that he had hurt mommy. That ain't good. And apparently he called his mother and confessed to the killings as well. He called and he said that, prosecutors said that Ali called the police Ali called the police just after 3 p.m. while he was still driving with his daughter. And that's where he probably also, kind of confessed a little bit to it. And police arrested him 45 minutes later after he called the police. Interesting on that. So why is he now pleading not guilty, though? Of course, he wants to get away with this, obviously, right? And so what's interesting is that he posted a new video to Facebook hours before the shooting. What's up with that? Right? So was that a way to kind of, I did a video today, there's no way I could have been there? I don't know. So if you look at his video, he does a lot of impersonations of Tony Montana and the rapper 6ix9ine. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he says, he describes himself on Facebook as, I'm just a guy who loves watching movies and creating parodies of my favorite characters. And he posted a video to Facebook, to his Facebook page hours before the shooting on October 21st. And it was an impersonation of the character Tony Montana and John Wick, the movie John Wick. So, you wonder, this guy had so much talent. Did he think he wasn't going to find another pretty girl? No, he was in love with her. He didn't want to lose her. But why did he go out on her? If he did go out on her, allegedly, why did he do that? That's what I don't understand, dude. It's my gosh, you had your chance. You had your chance. And he is the one that messed it up, not her. He let his temper get the best of him. And that's what is heartbreaking about this whole thing. He let his temper get the best of him. And that's where we got to be careful. You got to catch yourself. If you know that you're capable of getting really angry, and when your temper really gets going and you kind of lose control, well, you know what? That's where you want to catch yourself. That's where you want to catch yourself. And he didn't catch himself, did he? That's where it's heartbreaking on this. This shouldn't have happened. This should not have happened. My friends, thank you for joining me today. That's the story of the TikTok star who killed his wife and her friend. And now we wait to find out how far this goes because it's not looking good for him. I'm Manny Rodriguez. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you got some value, and hey, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you know when I upload new content and you get notified. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to serving you again. Have an amazing day. Peace.